one that's recording.
Oh, we can start?
Yeah.
Oh, alright, so, hello, my name is Corey Thomas, and I'll be the moderator for this panel. My voice matters because I have a say in everything that goes on in the community, and I have everything to do. I'm sorry. Hi, my name is Corey Thomas, and I will be the moderator for this panel. My voice matters because I have a say in everything that goes on in the community. And we have to do everything to make the future city better. Mass incarceration is the term used by historians to describe the substantial increase in the numbers of incarcerated people in the United States prisons. Over the past 40 years, 2.3 million people are in jail today. Mass incarceration reduces the population, and when most people come out of jail, they go back to doing what they did to get in jail. This project is about mass incarceration, how mass incarceration affects our communities, and some solutions for mass incarceration. Another reason why my voice matters is because I am a fellow Black African American, and I don't want to ever be in jail for something I did not do, and I don't want to be in jail ever. So, now let's meet our panels.
Hello, I'm Shelby Morris. I think my voice should be heard on this issue because I don't hear people really talking about or trying to come up with solutions to problems like you basically hear people talking about it, but you never hear people like saying, oh, we should do this, we should try something different or make a difference. So I want to be the one to talk about that and try to make a change for real. So I feel like that's why my voice matters.
Hello, my name is Tashawn Slaughter, and I think my voice matters because the community I live in is very dangerous, and on the news you hear about either someone getting killed or arrested, and I feel as though I'm next, so I have to make a stand for what I believe in so I can help my community out, make it a better place.
Hello, my name is Kiamini White. I'm 16 years old. I live in Baltimore, Maryland, and I attend City Neighbors High School. My voice matters in this issue and racial profiling because black males are prey to our society, and the laws and constitutional amendments are not preventing racial profiling as I witness it every day. Also, I know a lot of people who are in prison or were brutally murdered because of racial profiling. For example, Freddie Gray was arrested for no clear reason on April 12, 2015, and in the process was brutally murdered by 6 police officers. He was pronounced dead on April 19, 2015. I want to be a part of the solution to problems that contribute to mass incarceration.
Okay, so, I'm gonna start off with Charlene. So, how does the war on drugs affect mass incarceration? And, how does the war on drugs affect mass incarceration?
It affects it because it's 750,000 people who gets locked up every year for having marijuana on them. My solution is to legalize marijuana and maybe tax it so the money can go to schools and things that we really need that's important for real that can help us out and that can help us.
What is your solution to solve this
I
problem?
just said the solution.
You did? So, Ty, how do you think drug abuse has an effect on the community, and how do you think the justice system should handle this problem?
Well, I think it makes the community look bad, and it makes people that's in the community want to move out, and also as people that's outside looking into the community, makes them think, ew, like, why would I want to live here? And then makes, like, some certain people make reports in, like, magazines about communities, and I think the way the justice system could solve this problem would be, like, applying pressure to communities that have the most have the highest crime rates in drugs, and maybe trying to, like, maybe they could come up with a drug bust, and instead of arresting the person that did it, like, just take all the drugs for solve it.
Keon, how does racial profiling affect mass incarceration?
It affects mass incarceration because it, like, racial profiling relates to it. And black men are often targeted based on only suspicion of crime. And also, African American males make up only 6.5% of the United States population, but over 40% of the country's prison population. So that's how it affects.
It really.
But do you have any questions?
So now maybe you want to share your problems and
Yeah.
solutions.
Oh,
I'm a-
solution because she put hers
okay.
all together.
So I'm gonna just say mine.
That's what I understand. My fault. What's your solution?
Alright, so my problem was drug abuse, and my solution was for people that go to jail for drug abuse, I would have, instead of them serving time, like so much time and then getting out and then end up going back in jail for the same thing, that's called recidivism actually, that's called recidivism. And instead of having that, I decided that there should be classes in jail for real, so that way people that get charged with drug abuse, when they go to jail, every day when they wake up, they take classes so that way when they get out of jail, they can be a better person that can see their families. They don't have to worry about being on the streets and being a junkie for real.
What's that a junkie?
I mean,
Yo, what's your solution?
They're a junkie.
To your problem?
My solution to my problem, after watching the documentary 13th and doing some research, I came up with my idea to regularly test police officers for racial bias, which will reduce and eventually end racial profiling from police officers. Another reason that we should require training and testing police for implicit bias is that it will lead to much free people in prison for petty crimes which often land people in for years without parole. For example, a recent study shows that racial profiling has led to unlawful traffic stops of African Americans, which leads to more African Americans getting in trouble for small crimes.
Does anybody have?
My issue was, but I never told them what my issue was. My issue was the war on drugs too, and my solution was to legalize. Now I already said my solution, but I didn't tell y'all what my issue was. But yeah, I just think we should legalize marijuana because I feel like marijuana is not that strong of a drug. It's not that dangerous of a drug for real. And like most people that's in jail for marijuana, they either sell it to like help their family who really, you know, like some young people now, their parents might not really, you know, they can't like provide for them as much. So young kids like want to go out and get it on their own, and so that's an easy way to get it for real by like selling it and stuff like that. And then they get in trouble and go to jail, but they only try and help themselves so they can survive for real on food and stuff like that. So yeah, I think we should just legalize it so everybody won't, so young kids won't have to keep going to jail for like marijuana and stuff like that, because they really probably don't even smoke it. They probably just selling it to survive and stuff like that.
Now does anybody have any questions?
I should take these shots, right? So,
This for Charlene and Tom. People who sell. Why do you think people sell drugs? Is it like to give them to get money because they don't get money from their parents?
Alright, so I want to agree with Charlene because most people, they come from nothing, you know. They don't really have anything to do, and then most people have charges already, like they have their records already been like destroyed, so they can't really get a job. So that results to selling drugs, and they're trying to just find a quick, easy way to make money from it. So I think that's the only reason why. I think the reason why people sell it is because they want to provide for their family, you know. And most kids that do sell it, they don't have a father, like they don't have a father figure in their life. So they want to be like the person step up for their family. Like they maybe have like a younger sibling, they want to give it to. They think that that person deserves everything. So no matter what cost, they try to do it for them. That's the reason why I think.
Yeah, I agree with Tyshawn. Like as I said before, like some people just sell it to survive for real, like because they don't got nothing else. So like they probably don't got no parents in their life right now, and they like some kids can really be smart, like really got stuff going for them for real, but they just get like caught up in like selling drugs and stuff because they can't get a job or their family not, you know, is
Working.
supporting them and stuff like that. So they gotta go get it on their own, or cause yeah.
Lashani.
This is for Charlene. So when you say you want to legalize
like a certain amount they can only, like, do they have a certain amount they're allowed to sell? Or you just saying all together?
Just legalize it all. Like marijuana should just be illegal, period. Like not a certain amount or nothing, just legalize it. And when I say sell it, I mean like never mind.
So, what I would imagine, I thought it was pointed out.
It's Ms. Ross's turn.
So what I imagine is meant by legalizing marijuana would be treating it like alcohol, where if you're a certain age and have identification, then you could buy marijuana for consumption, and therefore it could be taxed by the state. It could be farmed properly, right? Like so, like they could make sure that it's not laced with poisonous things and stuff like that. I think my one question would be, and this anyone can answer, would be like, how does that help?
That helps because
How does that help the poor, you were saying a lot of people are selling marijuana to help their family. They're still out of a job.
that helps because like
Let an expert answer, please.
like what you mean by like how does it help like them like how does it help them with their family or how does it help them period?
Well, they're no longer able to sell it, right? If you
They
can
can
get it
still
legally, you don't need to get it illegally.
Right, and that's keeping young kids from out of jail. So
Right.
that's what I'm saying. If you legalize it, they won't. I mean, they will have to get a job or something, you know.
So it's
Right, but
solving
they selling
the
it
drug
to because they can't get a
It's like
job.
helping
It's
mass
not solving the
incarceration.
job problem.
It's helping mass incarceration because it's 750,000 people that get locked up every year for having marijuana on them. So that's 750,000 people that won't be going to jail every year for marijuana. So
But that's still not helping the
And
people that
also,
don't have
no,
jobs that's
it would
selling
help
it.
the people that have jobs
Hold on,
because
sorry,
instead of having them, since the people that actually have history with selling marijuana, how about you put them into that business so they can help sell it? So it'll be like how they have weed farms, maybe they can help work on a weed farm, and maybe how they have medical marijuana shops that can work in there too. And they could be experts at it, telling you what this does and what that does.
It's no difference from like there's
Right, you gonna be not
right. There's no difference from that we have movie theaters, but people sell bootleg movies
Right.
for cheap.
for a cheaper
It's
price.
no difference from people stealing from Victoria's Secret and they sell it to you for cheap. It's no difference. If it was legalized, people still gonna sell it. They might sell it for a
Regardless,
lower
because-
cost.
right.
So
And
they'll still
regardless,
have the
everybody
job
knows
of
that.
being a drug dealer, but they'll have a deal on it basically.
So basically, like,
And,
So
And
basically,
everybody not
and they
gonna
still
have
gonna
no
go to
ID.
jail.
Young kids still gonna be wanting, and young kids still gonna be wanting to buy marijuana. So
And they still gonna go to jail for that.
Everybody that go buy
Okay.
marijuana, they not.
So I think it's good. So then it's just really easy to figure out who the bad people are that are doing things
No, I just-
illegally.
I just wanna say
Alright,
something.
let's move on past
Alright,
marijuana.
Lucas, it's your turn.
Alright, so mine is like a two-parter. So you said that they can still sell it,
Oh
right?
gosh.
So
Come on.
and you kind of answered already. So are they gonna sell from a store or just like straight off
They
the
can-
point?
They,
Like you
it's
said,
going to
once
be
it's
a
legal,
store, but that's like for
it's-
adults
yeah.
and stuff. Because
Alright.
adults smoke weed too. Like,
And then the second part is like,
Like how they have a
adults
hookah
smoke
shop,
weed
it's
too.
gonna be like that.
Right.
but like, alright, the second part is like, people, you know, if when like as of now it's illegal, people do it to make money, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you think they did that because they can't find a job?
Yes.
I think they do it to make quick money.
Yeah,
And
like
that's
quick,
the
easy,
fastest
fast money.
way.
That's just fast.
Look, don't you know how, so,
Okay,
Don't-
the moderator's
look,
supposed to
look,
change
I
the
just-
topic.
I just need to get this off, I just need to get this off my chest.
Okay, get it off your chest, then move it to
look,
another
look,
topic.
don't you know
And
how,
Alvin has a question.
don't you know how,
Okay, Corey.
Come on, get off the
Okay, audience, come on, simmer down.
I get off this.
don't you know how when you get out of jail, it's hard for you to find a job and hard for them to hire you, right?
Right.
So I think that should be like a,
It should be removed from the record.
like a support, I guess, as a,
Like a go-to.
yeah, as like a go-to. I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
Well,
I understand.
Alvin. No, Tashana, she had a hand raised
If
for
it's
me.
about marijuana, do not ask it. Why? Because we gotta move on.
Alvin.
Alvin.
We can finish after everyone.
No, I wanted to ask you, how would you be able to test for potency, racially defined?
You have the test is called
A bias.
a bias. It's like a bias test. It's like it's our actual test.
Do you think it's fortunate or not?